Hey guys, it's Vicki here. I have my little Anna Griffin Cuttlebug here, and if you watched my haul from Friday, remember I told you that I got the Tim Holtz bingo card and a patchwork die. So I got the bright idea that if I would use this a whole lot more if when I sat down to get it out, instead of just doing for one thing, I could do a multiple of things. So I have some 9x12 sketch paper that I got on sale at Hobby Lobby a couple of hauls ago for $5.39. It's a 50-pound paper, so it's heavier than bond, but it's not as heavy as cardstock. Anyway, it worked great for this, so I made 4 or 5 of the bingo cards. And I made the patchworks. You can see that. Some really neat designs. That'll be great for, you know, it'll just be great for. Made a bunch of those. I can cut them into little pieces. I can rub stamp dies over them and discolor them. So I did those. I thought, well, okay, my wing's not hurting yet, so I will get out some of my Anna Griffins that came with the machine. And a lot of those came with borders that matched the card. See? I think you can see that. All of hers are kind of floral girly. Make great shabby chics. So I thought I would just come on here and do a little quick video. This one's got some circular flowers. They remind me of old wallpaper, embossed papers. So I did a couple of those. So, a couple of those. I had a few that kind of messed up on me, but then I got smart. I cut my 9x12 paper in half. So I have a piece that's roughly 6x9, roughly. And then I take my border and I pop it down, whoops. Pop it down there on the top. Put my paper in. Now if I've got too much paper, I just fold it over. Just fold it over the die. And that makes it run through without getting all crumpled, and it doesn't affect anything else. So, sandwich the dies. And run it through, and I'll have one border. Then I open it up, and I move my paper up. And that will be the second border. And at the bottom of this paper, then I open it up and put the die that matches it. Move that down so that the edges are even. And without bending that piece like I just did, run this through again. And the pressure lets up when it goes past that last die, so you don't mess up your bottom one. And voila! There's your big piece, and you have 2 borders of the matching piece. And those will be great to have on hand. So that's how I do it. Let me cut some more paper, and we'll do another one. And I'm sure there are hundreds of methods of doing this. But if y'all's studio is like mine, well, since I redesigned mine, I tried to design it so everything had a place, but to just get, you can't have everything right within arm's reach. So I thought that if I can see it, I'll remember to use it. So I cut my paper first, and didn't do just a real good job of that. That's okay. It's alright for who it's for. Now let's do another one of these. Put my paper in. Put that down on the A plate. What did I do with the B plate? Here it is. And then run that through. Well, I want to get the paper straight. Now see that paper's hanging out just a little bit here. Before I put the B plate on, I'm just going to fold that edge up. See, just fold it over. And that way it'll be out of the way, it won't get all rumpled. Don't want no rumpled stilt skins. B plate on top and run it through. Now, move the paper up, put that back down under that little fold of paper, put your big folder on the bottom, line that one up at the top, and what I mean by that is we're going to run the big one through first. And I didn't get it in there even. You never know what you're going to get. Well, it'll work. So what this is doing is it's giving me, I'm doing 2 passes through the machine, but I'm getting 2 borders and one of the large rectangle pieces with just 2 runs through the machine. Paper's not destroyed too much. Now you can always make sure that you trim it to the exact width. But I think you guys know me by now that I'm not going to make it real easy on myself. Okay, there's another one. Now this one is a little bit different. This one's a little bigger, so it's not going to work to do 2. So that 2-for thing only works on these small ones. So just a little quick tip on how I figured out to do that. And I'll be back in a minute if I come up with a brilliant idea for these. Okay, this one was a little bit bigger, and I couldn't get another vertical. In other words, the die was too wide. The embossing plate was just about the same width as the plate, so I can't get its border on the same one. But what I did do was just took another piece of paper, and the first time I lined the die up here. Now, because the paper can't be any wider than the machine, and you want to try to keep your patterns, the paper remains in the same position, and you move the embossing folder over. Now that'll work. That'll give me 4 or 5 strips of the same pattern. Which suits my purpose just fine. Now move the embossing plate. I'm just going to get 4. I could probably get 5, but there's no point in trying to cram it in, so here we go. Alright. Now I have several pieces of paper with the overall design on it, and you can use either side. There's one side. So you've got two choices, the embossed or the debossed side, and then I've got 4 of the borders to go with it. So that's all I have to show you today, and unless I come up with another brilliant idea of something else, we'll call this one done. Bye!